Hello, Bame Farm fans. This is a moment everybody's been wanting. Everybody's been wanting to see the 2135 in action. And maybe for once, I'm using an appropriately sized tractor to run wagons. If only maybe. Let's pick a gear. Looks like we did pick a gear. I want to see how the sound is being strapped to my head. Usually, yeah, that's not great. But those branches are dying. That poor tree might not make it to the winter by the looks of it. Yeah, that'll latch eventually when we go downhill. Come here, wagon. Yeah, we'll hear it slap and fall in line. Well, that's full 3-speed. I don't want to go too fast anyways. The front end is a bit like sailing a ship. You're going to watch me chase the wheel a little bit. So we'll get some action and we'll run a wagon or two with the 2135. I've actually missed a lot of silage chopping, because I've been on round bale roundup and stuff. And we had 5 doors of silage left. We're way down on cattle, so we don't need to go crazy filling the silo. Okay, there Dad goes. Well, I'm going to follow him wherever he ends up, because I need to get views of the chopper chopping field corn. This 5th gear feels a lot faster in the barnyard. And there is my round bale rounding up. Come back, dump them in the field, they'll get used eventually. I had some stacked in rows, butt to butt, and I thought I had them good and tight, but they got a little moldy. So I guess I'm not doing that at the moment. Okay. I don't know if he's chopping over there. He had said something about going only on one side because of the wind. Helene had winds coming from the north and blew the corn that way. It's not down, it's just leaning a lot. And with chopping silage, it must be a challenge. So let's get over here, park the tractor, and we'll get ready for all those views, which are probably going to be in a different video, because more videos is good videos, right? Let's see if this works. We got a rope to the hitch pin. Is he not going to pull it? The whole point was he was supposed to pull the rope. Oh well. Well, I pulled his rope for him. We went through the trouble of tying up the hitch pin. I guess it won't get lost. And it might be hard to pull if the tension's not off it just right. At least it's flat enough around here they don't have to worry about the wagon running away. So that machine came from Pennsylvania, and there's not a whole lot of flat spots where it came from, so I don't know how they were pulling the pin and running and not being afraid of it rolling down the hill. Okay, let's pick a gear and a gear. Probably that one. Not a slow gear, that's for sure. This is probably the first time in a long time that I've used an appropriately sized tractor for hauling wagons. We're not going that far. We just got one little hill, and it's dry. Like I saw in the other video, I pulled it up with the TC and didn't have any troubles. Sometimes if it's a little damp there in front of the barn, tires will dig in a bit. Reverse. Bumping my knee on everything. The nice part about extendable tongues is we only have to be sort of close. But that makes it easier for each of us hooking up wagons. And we only have to be sort of close. Well, here we go. I'm sure we got enough power, won't have any trouble, there's no mud. Probably just gonna go for 5th gear. We didn't lock the hitch. Okay, we're locked. Forward motion. Anybody coming? Better not be, it's a 1-lane road and there's not enough houses for all the traffic we have down here. Oh yeah, no struggle at all. It's kind of boring. I miss spinning the tires a little bit to get out on the road. That makes it more fun. I don't know, life's kind of boring without mud. Well, there's one shift. And I'm not going any faster. If we look behind us, I'm not so sure the wagon will trail much better than the tractor steers. It's kind of hard to tell because I need to keep an eye on out front. So we'll just blame the tractor and say the wagon trails well. Somebody watch where we're going. Now I've got a whole other one of these for parts without an engine. I can probably rob the steering box out of it to make this tighter. Theoretically it's not as loose as this one. A bajillion times the fuel running this tractor versus the TC. But we made it, didn't have to worry about anything except for maybe going off the road because we couldn't sail the ship well enough with the steering wheel. But it's a good thing there's no oncoming traffic and it's only 1 lane. Oh, at least we can idle around the barnyard even though we're in halfway of a road gear. To get there, when we get there. Hopefully the PTO on this does better than the 1086. I haven't had anything to use it on, never used it. And maybe I tested it out right after it showed up last winter. But I have no clue if the PTO works. But it's there, so there's that. At least it has a shaft in place. So it's enough to give me hope. Hopefully I can pull up close enough. I didn't swing the drawbar, didn't do anything. Let's see, if we downshift into under, unlike an International, it freewheels in low TA, so we can coast up until the sprag gears catch up. Get close to everything, because I'm sure we're going to need it. And I'm going to want to lower gear if I'm going to catch anything on video. So I might as well stop. Hope, well, brakes caught. Go for second. It's kind of like pulling up to the grain auger. I can do it in the 1086. But it's not fun and you really got to know what you're doing. Hope the axle's tall enough here. I hope. Well, we clear. Maybe the whirler feed sticks out far enough that we can, yes, we can catch the dish. One thing I like about this wagon and the other one, we've only left enough mess for maybe a wheelbarrow load. We haven't had to clean that up at all this year. Before we had these newer wagons, there was a whole wheelbarrow of silage. Oh, there's actually room here. This is nice. Okay, PTO time. Dad said we need to flip this. Move the lever. Ah, that started on. And we need a tractor. Let's go 6610. It's been nice using this for the blower. This means we're using a few gallons less fuel probably. Okay, clutch, probably it's been a little chilly last night. Come on, I didn't hit the cold start button on the injection pump. So we're gonna crank through this one and burn a little bit of starter. Come on, we're getting closer. Come on, you can do it. There we go, the engine will be warmed up by the time it fires. There we go. Yeah, I was bad. I didn't press the cold start button on the injection. Okay, well, just made some memory on the camera. Flip the lever. Now we're actually engaged on the PTO. It's gonna get loud. Now there was a minute or two of warm up there because I did not have enough memory on this card, so I just stop and delete a few old videos, and at least I didn't wipe off the card on accident. Okay, PTO lever, here goes nothing. It's starting to turn. There we go. Now we're gonna have lots of fun when we start the beaters up and it all dumps out. Which means I'm probably gonna put it in low and run the whole thing. All that lever does is engage some knuckle clutches with different chains going to different shafts for different speeds. It's not a real clutch for on and off. Yeah. Don't want to continuously dump like that. Try not to plug the pipe. Okay, we should be set for a while. Let's get some up-close views. See what the silage looks like coming out of the processor. Oh yeah. I'm also gonna have to get a picture of that for Instagram. Got a bigger tractor on wagons than the blower. But we're just idling along. Well, that's going to be hard to access. It's a whole conglomeration of like gear down chains. Got a small one driving a big one with a small one driving a big one to run the floor. Small bit annoying, but we see tons of kernels back here. They get thrown the farthest, and they're pretty well cracked. They're not ground to a pulp. Like we don't need powder. You just need to have them broken open so the cow's digestive juices can get through the wax. Oh yeah. It doesn't look super green, but it's wet. Yeah, who likes to climb up here? It's always fun to at least get up here once a year, see the whole farm from up high, see half the neighborhood, get a nice top-down view. Come here, platform. Hopefully nothing goes wrong down there because we can't do nothing about it. I think we'll be okay. It's been going pretty smooth. Everybody close your eyes. Hopefully you saw something because I sure didn't.